Yes. Well gone. I see you got the setup nice with the pictures.
Hey,
Oi.
that's not even mine doing. That's the missus. You thought your setup
Yeah,
last
yeah.
time was crap. Everybody had a better setup. Let me sort you out.
Yeah. No. She's made it correct for you, bro. You're looking like the real thing. Trust me. Yeah, I like that, man. With the fact, yes, bro.
You done on purpose. They got all pictures there and that.
Yeah. No, it's proper things, man. This is a family podcast. This is what it's about, bro.
Yeah, true. How you been, though?
Yeah. I've been alright, man. Sad about.
How's the new team? Job.
Tough, bro.
Is it?
Can't lie. Yeah, not tough, but yes, it's all right. It's something for now, isn't it? Yeah. Learning.
At least you're in there, innit? You know what I mean? That's it. That's it. Bringing in that bread. Why not? Huh?
That's it. That's all it is, bro. That's it.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm excited about today as well.
How you been?
Yeah. To be
you
fair,
growing a beard?
Huh?
You growing a beard, yeah?
Well, trying, innit? I can't.
Yeah, I see you.
All hair is nice, but when it starts getting to the sides, struggling.
A myth.
Yeah. Patchy and patchy.
This one takes so long to grow, bro. I'm telling you, look, you can see all the patches in mine. It's not correct at all, man. You got all gaps and.
Yeah, but at least your one kind of thick up hair. You know what I mean?
Kind of. It's not proper, but it's you can see that it's trying to ting in it. So I'm trying to make it help it. Yeah.
Mine try.
Your one's proper here.
Yeah,
though,
hair. I don't mind it, but I want at least even out. I mean, just a drain or something, not just thin hair and then all hair. But isn't it? You know what I mean? Should we get started and wait the other guys they can just jump in and see where we
are? Let's do that, man.
You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
Thanks for coming again. You know what I mean? Second one. You know what I mean? Hopefully it turns out as good as the first one. I'm gonna message.
The first one was.
She listened to the first one. She said it was all right. It's me, all right.
Yeah. It was good. It was good content, bro.
It was. Man. It definitely was.
Happy to be here a second time. Still,
that's
definitely.
Right. You know what I mean?
VMAX said he's just joining us. VMAX said he's just joining us. Okay. Now he's just logging in.
Yeah. I might as well wait for him to get in then. Well, we can start. You can just join in.
Yeah.
What's it like in a typical household of your house on a daily basis? So on a daily routine, what's it like? You know what I mean? So from the morning when you get up right around to the next day, you know what I mean? To the evening, should I say, you know what I mean? What's a typical day like in your household?
So how we got things operating at the moment is me and the missus, we alternate days in terms of who's with what kid. Okay. So I've got so I've got like today is my night with Tao, and her night with Zen.
Okay.
So like yesterday it was the reverse of that. So I was with Zen and she was with Tao. So I'll take you through what it was today. So when Zen wakes up in the morning, I feed him. Give him a little milk, change his nappy, get him like ready. These times it's about 6 in the morning now, so I need to get ready for work. The missus gets a little lie-in when she's with Tao, and then whenever he rises, then she rises with Tao. Now that can sometimes clash with what time I need to go to work. So it's a bit political in that regard. But more times it's sweet and it works out nice. By the time she gets up, man can go and get showered, everything, get myself ready, and she can kind of look after the two of them whilst I just quickly do my thing.
Okay.
But while we're doing that, we're getting Tao ready as well. Tao's 5 years old, obviously, and then you got the little one's 9 months. So by the time I leave, I usually leave the yard at about 7:45.
Okay.
So I leave the yard to go to work, and I'll drive sometimes, or sometimes I'll take the car. So sometimes I'll drive, sometimes I will take the train, shall I say, sorry. But more times that's probably driving. So when I drive, I leave 7:45, go to work, leave the missus with the kids. The missus will take Tao to school while I'm at work, and I come back and it's 6 o'clock. And by the time I get back, Tao's already had his day at school, and then it's my turn to be daddy and come and give my input, help with Zen, give him a little dinner around 6ish, and then she like gets herself, goes and has her shower, gets herself ready, and then she'll put whichever one of the kids to bed whilst I eat my dinner, and then the other kid I will look after. I will eat my dinner and then take them to bed afterwards. That's usually the rough routine. And then in the evening, if we make it out, then we kind of have a little time together. We'll convene and have like a little time on the sofa and watch a little show or something, you know, and have a little time to ourselves. Permitted that there's no football on, obviously, because then that's the time that I'll be doing my thing or whatever. Or she wants to watch one of her shows or whatever it might be, and then then we kind of like still in our own worlds. But more times, that's the normal sort of structure of the day. So that's it, bro.
Okay. Well, that's sounds good, man. I didn't know like that's seems like a good routine that you're splitting with the kids. This day, your day. You got this child, she's got that child, so you've got like some sort of plan, which is good, man. I respect that. That's good, man. For me, it's at the moment there's not really much of a routine. It's just because I'm still working from home. Because I was going to ask you, are you leaving? You actually going to the office space now? Your office space?
Yeah. I'm office 5 days a week, bro. I'm in the office 5 days a week. Again, that's by choice.
How are you finding it?
I like it.
Have you tried to do the both? Have you tried to like say, you know what, let me do half 3 days and then 2 days at home? Can that work? Or
well, yeah. I mean, at the moment, there's no requirement for me to be in the office. Okay. I can do 100% of the time at home if I wanted to. But the issue that I have is that I'm a bit worried about, because the house isn't big like that where I can be in it and the kids are here. Okay. Like Tao will come and trouble me. He'll come and be like, "Daddy, dude," and like, because I'm dealing with like £1 million pensions, like, I can't really have my son in the background saying "Daddy this" and "Daddy that" whilst I'm dealing with like proper like serious big time customers. So I can't. I'm conscious of the fact that my calls get monitored. I'm conscious of the fact that my quality needs to be good, and any perceived sort of interruptions could be detrimental to the brand of Fidelity. Obviously, they know that we're working from home, but that's why they're giving us the option to come into the office, and they're saying, well, if you haven't got a setup right, then you can come true. It's there all the time. They're doing like little sort of things to incentivize us to come in, like free dinner, free lunch, free breakfast, in and amongst other things there. So yeah, man, it's all gravy.
Well, because I was gonna say that. Welcome, V. What's going on?
Yeah, yes. Moving a bit slow today.
Just chatting up about the what's it like a typical day in the like say the Macintosh house. You know what I mean? So what's a typical day like in your house?
Well, for me, it kind of varies because obviously I do shift work. So sometimes I start early, start at 6 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes I'm up from like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then other days I'm on lates where I don't start till 2, 2:15, 2:45. So I don't get home till after like 12 o'clock, then times 11 o'clock. So if I'm on earlies, I'm up about 4, go to work. I finish normally around 2 something. So just finishing time just to pick up Maya from school.
Okay.
And then come home and ideally I'd love to have like a little nap, but you know, more times if things don't happen. But yeah, so just crack on, get a sort of dinner.
Yeah.
And then just more time chill out, either the football one or just chill out, watch TV for the next couple of hours, and then obviously get myself started ready for it, get get to go bed to go work the next day. If
Okay.
I'm on late now,
Yeah.
I wake up to take mine to school.
Yeah.
And obviously, because I start work at 2 something, I can't pick her up, so she makes her own way home.
Okay.
And then so sometimes, hopefully, I try to fit in a little gym before work, but that don't always happen. And then the time I get home, I'm always chill out, watch a little Sky Sports do before I hit my bed. And then that's the typical day really.
I see you didn't mention little man, because Liat was saying basically him and his partner, they got like a routine. So basically one looks after one child on one day and the other one looks on the other child on another day, and they alternate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's kind of good. So it looks like you're looking after Maya. So you take Maya to school, pick her up.
Yeah.
And then obviously the wife, she looks after little man. That's kind of like her job, because obviously she's on maternity leave, so she's looking after him more time. So with you, so it's kind of like the same if you think about it. But
But even like with little man, like if I'm on earlies, I try to in the evening, even if it's a couple of hours, just chill with him, because as you said, you need to bond with them, innit? So even if it's just for like a couple of hours for the evening, I try to like give Natalie a break and I just chill with little man for a little bit. But when I'm on late, it's kind of hard because obviously I've got to take mine to school, and as I said, sometimes I try to fit in gym, so it's hard to do anything really with him before I go work. But if I have time and I don't go to the gym, maybe I might just do a little walk with him, because he loves going for walks for some reason. He loves it, so I'll go take him for a walk.
He's a lockdown baby. These are lockdown babies. They don't really know about the outside. So they're outside excited, boy. They get too excited. You know what I mean? Love it.
Yeah, for real. That might be it. But But if I'm on earlies, I try to like spend at least a couple of hours with him in the evening. But as you said, more times I do more things with Maya while Natalie deals with little man.
Yeah, man. Okay, cool. Well, for me, mine's different. Mine's setup's different because you guys, you don't go to work. So my job, I gotta stay here. So my typical day is get up, feed him either bottle or his cereal in the morning, put him into his little high chair, or feel bad sometimes, I put him in his high chair and I stick in front of the TV, put on Coco Melon, and I got to crack on with my work, you know what I mean? And then obviously the missus gets up, she takes the other Ray and Zaya to school, and then she comes back, and then she's got to crack on with her little bits and pieces. So we're kind of like, he starts moaning, and then one of us will go, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like off the cuff kind of thing, like whoever is there, just kind of like maintain and look after him. So there's not really much of a routine, you know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like, do I need to go into the office maybe once or twice just to break it up so I can just concentrate on my work and just bang it out, you know what I mean? And then come home at a decent time. But sometimes you just want to finish your work. I get up early, like 7. That's not even early, but I got 7. That's good enough for me. You know, because all night I'm either tired, you know, because he's always stirring, got his foot caught in the cot, so you got to get up and move his foot. You know what I mean? Them sort of nights are terrible. You know what I mean? You know you got to work in the morning, and you just up and down from the cot to back to bed. Cot, you sleep mash up. You get me? You can't even get a decent sleep. By the time you get up and go to work, I mean, I'm on the laptop. My brain's dead because I'm so tired. But if I had to go to work now, a little fresh air will hit me. I can walk to work. You know what I mean? I've got a slight routine, but when I'm at home, my routine's all over the place. So I'm kind of jealous of you, man, because you, man, get to get out. So you separate your life from your work life, you get me? So it should be like that, I reckon, not just being at home. I'm not saying being at home ain't good, but sometimes you just got to separate it, go to work, come home, and then, you know what I mean, get a little break and you can sort out the kids and all that. Yeah, and then evening time, it's good. Kids come home, get in the dinner. I might spend a little time with the homework with Ray, sit down. Zara's big enough now, so she just gets on with her own stuff, so I don't really need to do anything. And the little man is just bottle, food, and then he's got a routine. Bedtime is 8 o'clock. We put him to bed, and then me and the wife, we just either, if we're not shattered, you know what I mean, we either go sit down and watch a little program, or she was catching up on TV soaps, and I'm on my YouTube. I never used to be that guy, boy. All of a sudden, on YouTube, looking at podcasts, listening all day. I mean, in fact, this one podcast that I listen to. Sorry, yeah, it's a local podcast called Coppish. Have you heard of it?
I heard of it, but I haven't really tuned into it. I'm gonna.
Good, man.
Yeah, I think
someone else was telling me about it as well.
one. Yeah. Someone played me something. They were talking about Arsenal and
Yeah.
they're talking about Arteta, and he was going off. I was like, wow, this brother knows. He was saying, the proper just laid into him saying about the guy doesn't know what he's doing. I was like, yeah, man, this is
Yeah.
some realist. I thought it was an Arsenal fan. The way he was talking was like he was an Arsenal fan, but I found out that it was a copy. That was it. Yeah, these men were going in deep. They weren't holding back at all. It's like, boy, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them, man. That's what you're saying. I was like, rah. Like, you know, it's real when other fans are talking about your team and they're just like lighting it up, like just saying it how it is. Them ones, mad.
Yeah. If you get a chance, man. If you get a chance.
As well, no, I'm not as YouTube is addictive, man. Sometimes I get on these podcasts and I start watching one.
That's
and
it.
Look below, there's another thing to watch. And
Exactly.
then I'm trying to get to about 10 o'clock, and the next minute it's 11 o'clock. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm be shattered some more.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's you know that's what I do. That means more time shit. So when football as well, it's extra football. Like, man, when football's on TV, I get moaned. I'm watching football again. Now I'm watching it on the YouTube. They're like, oh my god, every minute there's football. I'm like, well, I like Liverpool, innit? But it's good though. Their content, it's good. I think majority, and they're from the Caribbean, most of them from like Jamaica and that. So they couple cool. They do like a coppish call in. So every Friday, like people, their viewers will call in. Majority of them are from the Caribbean still, so they also support Liverpool, which is good. I mean, it's a good little setup still, which is good, man. Yeah, so yeah, into that one. Well, yeah. Next question is, at what stage at the moment is your son at the moment? You know, each month your kid probably will go through certain stages. So it could be obviously, yeah, for your son's 9 months. About your kids with 5 or 6.
Nazir's 5 months now.
Yeah. So everyone, I mean, because we're kind of like in different stages of how they're developing and how they're growing. But right now, my son, he's starting to crawl. I mean, because I think last month, basically, so now he just turned 8 months yesterday. Last month, he started to sit up. He can sit up properly, and I can hold his own. He can sit head, neck, and twist around. You know what I mean? He was going through that phase. Now he's 8 months. Now he's starting to get that position of starting to crawl now. So at what stage is you guys' son, what you can see? So okay, like you said, oh wow, he's starting to do this now. So what have you noticed about your son? Go on, Max.
With Nazir, yeah, he just started sitting up this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like obviously he's not proper steady, but he sits up for a bit, and then like you might have to put like a little cushion behind his back.
Yeah.
But yeah, he started to sit up, and as you said, it's weird. Like as soon as you see something new, like, wow, okay, he's sitting up now. Yeah. But yeah, he started sitting up, and I've noticed he's got this. I think he kind of noticed now how to get your attention. He's got this loud, like it's not even a cry. It's like he's shouting to you, like he's trying to get your attention now as well. I'm like, what's this? But yeah, that's the stage he's at now. He hasn't obviously started crawling or anything like that yet. But yeah, sitting up was the thing that he started doing this week. And as I said, I think he's getting more alert now as well, like with things as well.
He's around it.
And he's teething a little bit now as well.
Yes.
He's putting everything's going in his mouth at the minute.
Every guy might bear dribbling, clothes wet up, chest is soaked. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, I got to change him every 2 seconds.
But yeah, that's the stage he's at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zen, he's a slow burner in some ways, and he's faster in others. So he's got 5 teeth coming through now. Well, like his bottom 2 central and the top 2 central are through all the way, and he's got another one coming through at the top. Which is crazy for his age. So I mean, in terms of in terms of his eating, we're giving him grown food now. Like he eats what we eat. No, seriously, he eats what we eat pretty much. Alongside, he has 3 meals and he has like some protein with carbs and stuff, and then he has his milk as well. In terms of the movement, he's not really on it. He's in the 95th percentile range for his weight, so he's a big baby. He's a unit, and he ain't really on moving at the moment. He just looks at that. He'll sit up. My man will sit up and he will just look at me and he'll be like, bruh, I can't really do nothing. You need to come and you'll holler me and say like, you need to come over here and pick me up. Like, you need to pick man up. But he calls me now. He says, Dada. He says, Dada.
Oh,
Yeah. He hollers me like, says Dada, and he knows it's Dada as well. At first, he was just babbling it, but I've been trying to interact with him and say to him, yeah, like, you're Zen. I tap his chest to say, you're Zen, and I tap mine and say, Dada. And then when he saw me today, he's like, he just looked at me, Dada. I was like, yeah, all right, you know. Yeah, straight away. You didn't say nothing else. You just looked at me. You just looked at me, Dada. Like, okay. Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah. We on. Yeah. So like, and then yesterday when I got into bed with him, and I kind of just like, he was unsettled, and I started tapping him on his back, and he started saying Dada. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, man. You know that it's me. And like, yeah, it's nice to hear that his first words are Dada, obviously. So like I said, in some ways I feel like he's advanced, and in others I feel like he's a bit behind in terms of the movement. For sure he's behind, but overall I'm still happy with how he's progressing, you know.
Yeah. I think all kids are learning different ways and take their time in learning different things at different stages, I reckon. Because he's not really with the food wise, he's just starting to wean in onto the food, just blending it up, and he's still doing the chewing, but he's kind of like gagging at the same time. Like, got to get used to this, man, because this bottle and this jar food ain't the ones. And so we're trying to blend up some vegetables and a bit of sweet potato and that to us to give him that way. I think he's at that stage now, which is it's cool to see him eating, just chewing away, but he ain't got no teeth. Chewing.
Yeah, exactly. You can't break it down. You can't break it down.
Yeah, because he's got gums. You've got gums, but you got that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, oh, bro, you're doing good stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Dada part, because Mrs. thinks, yeah, no, he's gonna call Mama first. No.
Yeah. Nah. I hope it's the same as me.
For you. Well, boy. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me. It's proud. It's a proud moment when you hear them words come out. Where
yeah, I've been working on it. I keep saying to him, Dada. That ain't coming out so far.
Yeah, I said, every week. I go, Dada. It looks at me, bro. Laugh.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, cool. Next question. V, you brought this up to me. What was your secondary school experience like for you when you was going? And follow-on question is, when it comes to your son, when it comes to looking for schools, are you going to be sending him to an all boys school, or would it be a mixed school? What's your thoughts? How did you find whatever school you went to? So like for me, I went to a boys school, and I found it was beneficial for me in the area that I was growing up, because Peckham was rough, you know what I mean? And obviously there was loads of boys from different areas. You know what I mean? It was kind of, I wouldn't say it was, I think it was all right. You know what I mean? We had people from Lewisham, we had people from Brixton, Wharf Road, Peckham. But for some reason, everyone kind of like got along to a certain degree. There was a few little bits and pieces of little beef here and there, but it wasn't too much. It wasn't major. I can remember one incident was major, but other than that, it was everyone was kind of cool with each other. You know what I mean? So when you go to their area, you might see them. Oh, no, this is my bridge. I know it from school. You kind of like safe kind of thing. So it felt in that kind of environment. But on the flip side, I found myself craving for girls. Like as soon as girls came to the school gate, no, man, going like some animal. I was thinking, what? I mean, now you look back and like, my man was going like some animal. Thinking what? There's no, because there's so much testosterone in an all boys school that we want to do, play football, fight, like coursing and all that. But as soon as little girls come, we're like, oh, yo. And I found myself that transcended onto when I went to college. You know what I mean? Outside college, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, seeing a bit too greedy, like. But I'm thinking, if I went to a mixed school, would that be slightly different? Because you know you're among girls. It's nothing when you see girls. You know what I mean? Kind of thing compared to this going to an all boys school. So what do you guys think?
Obviously, I went to the same secondary school as Neil, so we went to all boys school. I think for me, as Neil was saying as well, I think old boys school was good because I was into sports, so our school was quite into sports a lot. And obviously, when you're in a boys school, you got a lot of competition, a lot of competitive people, so it helped me to push me to be better, if you know what I mean. So on those terms, I think that going to a boys school was good for me, and it also toughened me up a little bit as well because obviously, you got everyone trying to prove their stuff, and obviously you get people cussing you and stuff like that. It hardens you up.
Nice.
So on that terms, I think it was good for me. And on terms of girls, as they all said, I felt the same way. Like when I went to college, my head was going left, right, left. I was like, what is this? What girls? Like, what's going on? But when I think about it, I don't think it's just an all boys thing because I met people that were in my college, I went mixed school, and they was on the same thing. So I don't know what it was, but like I felt the same way when I went to college. I just thought, why is it because I went to all boys school? Why I'm so hungry for girls? Like I didn't understand it. Like I was, like my college days, education wise, I don't think I was focused enough because I don't know. Obviously I was playing football, then you're around girls more, and I just wasn't focused enough on my education wise. I think college wise. When I got to uni now, I got kind of used to it, so I was able to adapt better to it, and I was able to focus more on my education when I was in uni. But college days was a myth. But I enjoyed going to boys school, to be fair, and I going on to if I get my boys to go to all boys school, I think it depends on what they're into, I guess. Like for example, if I said if they're into sports, I probably think a boys school probably better because they have more facilities for sports and that. I guess if they're into music or whatever, it might be a mixed school. I know a lot of the schools that are based on performing arts than music, they're mainly mixed school. So I guess it depends what he's into. But I enjoyed school, to be fair. Like I think if I was into sports, it might have been different, but where I was dominated, like I always loved sports, even not just football, all types of sports really. So like going to boys school was good for me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice ones. Nice, man. For me, I went to school off ends, bro. Like I was from Angel Islington originally. That's where I was born and raised. But at the time when it's come to choosing secondary schools now, Islington had all of our secondary schools were in the bottom 10 in the whole of England. Like literally, like we had the three worst in the whole of England, where like we had the bottom three, and all my people, they were going to like those three schools. And my mum was like, there's no way you're gonna end up in jail, dead, whatever. And I'm thankful to her for not sending me to them, to be fair. But she sent me to school in Potters Bar, which is in Hertfordshire. So I don't know if you know, way off ends. Like I'm talking outside zone 6. But my school, it was all the same energy. So all the mums had the same vibes. Like they're all trying to look after their ethnic children, you know, to try and better their education, send them off ends. So 90% of my school was still Highbury, Angel, Holloway, Finsbury Park, just the ends basically. We all ended up going to the same school. So it was a bit mad because we were in like Potters Bar, and then we would go to like schools with 5 black players playing basketball, and these lot would be like, what the hell is going on here? Like, man's dunking on them. They're out here dunking on them. They ain't seen that. You understand? They ain't even seen them vibes. Like I was just dunking on them, and it's just like I was looking at them like these like they didn't even want it. When they see us just turn up, they're like, what the hell is this? They ain't used to that in Hertfordshire. So yeah, man, like my school was mixed, but we were a sports school, a big sports school, like athletics, rugby. We were known. We had like 8 rugby pitches. We had like 8 football pitches. Like our school was properly designed for sport. and that helped me to thrive because I was an athlete. I was doing my 100s, 200s, triple jump, um, the works, bro. I was doing basketball, football, rugby, everything. Like even a little bit of cricket here and there, you know, just like diving around and making catches and things. Just yeah, them ones. Just like we're just trying to get in a little vibe, catching a little energy, a little bit of tennis, a little sprinkle here and there. It was never that nice at them ones, but some of the others I'll just play sport, like you say, like with the man them, we're all on the same vibe, same energies, but we were really good at what we did. Athletics, we were competing in nationals and stuff like that. I was champion of Hertfordshire for 200 meters. I won like 56 consecutive meets doing 200 meters. It was crazy. Like we were doing our thing. In terms of the mixed school, and I would say that most of the beef that actually happened, because like I said, it was most of North London was going up to my school. Most of it was actually caused by women. That's what you find. That's what I found anyway. It was like a lot of people trying to go for the same girls, a lot of like energy and like people, like a lot of testosterone, like, oh no, you know what? Like I hollered her first, like, and them kind of things, and then people getting into little skirmishes. Nothing too mad, nothing too crazy. But like you said, the ends unified, like people from like historically, if you're from Archway, you don't really mess with someone from Holloway, or you don't really mess with Finsbury Park. Like we're all like segregated, but where you're there, you just kind of become cool, and you know, like it's just an energy that you're all together, you're all black, you're all, you know, you know each other, you say hello, whatever, you see each other on the road, you're just like, yeah, cool, spud man, and just keep it moving. In terms of my son, I would say that I would like him to go to a school with mixed, because I do worry that sometimes, obviously I haven't had or experienced the boys' school situation, but I can imagine like in this day and age with all the chefings and what these youngsters are on, the point system, all that, I can imagine that must be tough, must be real tough, because it must be easy to get caught up in gangs. I know it was tough in our era when we were coming up, but I feel like even now it must be like, to go to a boys' school must be like proper peak, like now, because that's the energies that's around a lot of the younger generation now. They're all on this madness. Like I see some of the kids on the buses and stuff and how they're moving different, just on it. And I worry that my son will get caught up in that. So I'll try and send him to mixed school so he can mix up his energies. But again, I'll support him in whatever. Like I'm not saying that that's guaranteed. It could be anything, you know. At the moment, he seems like he just loves being around people, likes to be around his people, a bit like myself. Likes to be around people with his energies, you know, and that's how he moves. Sorry for the rant. I kind of went on a little bit long, so I apologize.
That's fine, man.
Yeah.
For my son, I think I'm kind of torn between the two. Really, I'm not too sure about mixed school. I'm not too sure about boys' school. I mean, I like what you said, sending them to all boys in this day and age, it's just mad. You know what I mean? And if I do send him to mixed school, is he going to be concentrating on me? I mean, just want him to focus, and I want him to have that bit of, like what Vance said, of bit of fight, bit of competitiveness. So like you're competing, everyone in the school, you're in the school football team. Wow, that means I banged in 2 goals. Like, oh no. I mean, you want that sort of bantering, I mean, amongst the kids, and playing football with each other, and I mean, they're competing for the same spot in the whatever rugby team or in the athletics field. I mean, you want that competitiveness. And I don't think you probably won't have that as much in a mixed school. So, but on the other hand, I don't want him to be like me of being hungry for girls at that sort of age. I want him to experience it. When he sees them, it's like, no, it's nothing. No, I see you all the time. Like, all right, cool, we go to college now. Now I can crack on. You won't be like in the canteen going, oh, what? You know what I mean? You just want to be, okay, cool. Let's just carry on with the work. I think that's where I messed up, because in the canteen, I was like, well, I mean, twisting up the head, missing lessons, my lessons, then the same lessons, I'm just messing up my whole thing. You get me? I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, so for me, I probably have to see what the missus is saying. I know she's very good at when it comes to schools. You know what I mean? She's very together. She knows what she wants, kind of school, the settings. She digs deep. You know what I mean? With just knowledge, how she breaks it down, how the kids, in terms of what school to go to, she goes looking at how much free school meals is in the school, the languages, you know what I mean? So she goes deep. So I'm thinking, wow, bro, I'll probably just leave you to that, and then just concentrate on him being who he is. You know what I mean? It's looking after him and make sure I'm a role model for him when it comes to going to school. You know what I mean? So he can see me. So I'm trying to be there for him rather than anything. You know what I mean? Then trying to dictate where he's gonna go and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just be there and just hopefully, fingers crossed, doesn't get mixed up in all that malarkey. And, you know what I mean? His head's somewhere else in a different headspace. You know what I mean? As we move on, throughout this pandemic, is there anything that you lot have learned about yourself that you wouldn't have learned if you wasn't in lockdown? That could be anyone. Let me go. For me, I think I've learned that I need my space. I need my own space. Like having all these people around me, sometimes I just need, you know what, I just need to be on my own. Just to take 5 breath and just, okay, and I'm going to gather my thoughts. And just, you know what I mean? When it was the pandemic, everyone just around, screaming. You can't even go into a room and get 5 minutes for yourself. You know what I mean? You couldn't even get out to go and get food. You know what I mean? So at that time, I was thinking, you know that I need space sometimes. I need to be by myself, no one around, so I can just relax and just, you know what I mean? Just be me. You know what I mean? Having everyone around, just sometimes you can't even think for 5 minutes, man. I'm thinking that was getting to me. Like, wow, man. And I'm like, jeez, can't even watch football in peace. I can't even, you know what I mean? Can't even be in the toilet. Sometimes, you know, no, just want to relax. Can't even be in the bath. I know you're taking in there. You know, so, I mean, so I think I've known that I like my space. I like sometimes just being by myself. Sometimes, you know, I mean, the kids have gone out with the wife and that. I'm just like, yes, just chilling, bro. I didn't appreciate how much I like my own company. Something, I like my own company. You know what I mean? Bro, I didn't value it. Now I value it, bro. I mean, what about you guys?
Yeah, for me, I'll say that a bit like yourself, Neil, that I learned that I'm good on my own, you know. I'm real good on them. Like the Euros was a big part of that, because usually I'm so used to bucking the man them, you know, watching football, having a few drinks here and there. Like it was nice, like when we met up and we watched the game together. But like I watched enough game on my own, you know. I was just here, like, and I was catching a vibe. And I was just here in front of the TV. I was like, rah, like this game's on, and it's like it's not even a big game, you know. It's like some like Croatia versus Czech Republic or something like that. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm catching the proper like little buzz, just watching the thing, and I'm just here on my own, like assessing it and just like zoning out, watching the thing. And I found that the pandemic really showed me that I can be good just being here on my own, just like I said, catching the vibe, man. That's what I found out for myself. Yeah, man.
Yeah, basically kind of what both of you two said as well. Yeah, I realized that I think mainly because my brothers and sisters are older than me as well. I was used to growing up like doing things on my own. So as you said, I realized, yeah, I'm cool just chilling, and even like down to, you know, like obviously because everything was locked off, you're like, yeah, I want to go out. But then when I really thought about it, I was like, no, I don't mind chilling at home, you know, I'm good. Like, yeah, I realized, yeah, like going out. So obviously it's good to go out now and again, but yeah, I'm cool with just chilling, to be honest. I don't know if it's to do with the baby as well now. Like, But I ain't got the energy to be getting that every minute. I know that I'm gonna be mashed up for a whole week if I do something. So I enjoy my own company, definitely.
Yeah, that's me too, man. Yeah, as we move into the more, one last thing in the father section. One thing you guys would recommend to someone just is going to be a new father. That could be either a formula milk, that could be bottles, that could be toy. You know what I mean? Anything you guys would recommend to someone that's going to be a new dad, that will help them through their transition and help with the baby and stuff.
Well, I don't know if these were even around when Maya was born, but I don't remember. But yeah, we got the cot that you can attach to the side of the bed. But I think it only lasts for when they're up to like 4 to 5 months. But I feel like, yeah, that was very good because now they didn't have to get out of bed. She just turns to the side, the baby's there. Like once the baby's crying, you have to get up. If you're doing the cot, you have to get up, attend to the baby, which is, it's long. So yeah, that was a dream come true for her because, yeah, she just rolled to the side, baby's there, even feed him, push the dummy back in his mouth, and just roll back over and go sleep. So yeah, I'd have, that was a very good purchase. And one thing I would advise people as well, like my wife suggested it to me at first, like some things like you can get secondhand. Like at first I was like, what secondhand? Nah, man, I want my child to have something new. But then some of the things they only have for like 2 months, 3 months. And it's like, what are you gonna do with it after that? You know what I mean? So sometimes, like, yeah, certain things you might want to buy brand new, but certain things you can just look like. Some people sell secondhand things and they're in good condition. So yeah, that's don't feel away about getting anything secondhand. And if you do buy something brand new, I'd advise you keep the box. That's the case because you can sell it on afterwards. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my bit of advice to fathers to be. Yeah.
Go on now.
Yeah, for me, I would say I got that thing that you got as well, man. It's the little cot thing. You know what I mean? But obviously got too big for it. It's been hanging off the side, so to get the big cot. One thing I recommend is that bottle warmer. Sorry, that's the best thing ever. It's like you don't even like. Remember back in the day, you boil the kettle, put the water in there, and then cool it down. Nah, this little dispenser thing, you just put the bottle in, press the button, gives you a hot shot of hot water, pour the milk in, press it again, minute, bottle done. This is sick. You know what I mean? Like he just put in his mouth, he holds it, he just like wait for him to finish. You know what I mean? Now because he's older, he just wins himself and go to bed. I think that's a life changer for me, bro. Thanks, guys, once again. Shout out to my co-hosts, Vance and Liat. Stay tuned for our next video next week. So make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll catch you lot on the other side. Peace.